Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich. What? The Jiki finds the sugar dimes, can't quit. What? Now pop the cork and steam the Vega and get lit. What?
Hey guys, thanks for coming out tonight to the Romeo Devine Show. Give yourself a round of applause. Hopefully we're going to make you guys laugh tonight. Leave your inhibitions at the door, right? Is that hard to do? Hey, without much further ado, I want to bring up this next guy who's just a really awesome dude. He's a veteran comic. He's toured nationally. He's been all over the place. You can catch him every Friday down at Fredericksburg at Liberty Laughs. Give it up for Dion, the man, Alexander.
All right. How y'all doing out there? Y'all doing all right? Yeah, everybody celebrate Black History Month? All right, that's good, because I'm going to celebrate St. Patty's Day, tore up. And I'm not black. Black Irish. No, I'm just kidding. Turned 44 last Sunday. Y'all give it up for me. Trying to stay in pretty good shape and stuff like that, but, you know, I go to the gym a lot. I run into a lot of old guys. A lot of old guys like to talk to us guys who are still in shape, butt naked. I look at them and I go, that's gonna be me. It makes me nervous. Because they get real close to you too. You work out a lot, I'm like, yeah. And they got this thing just hanging down. I mean, 3 inches of little thing and 7 inches of testicles. And I'm like, wow, that's gonna be me. And it gets worse, because I see that guy and he gets stressed or whatever, and I go out and I like to work out by myself. And I'm doing my bench presses. And he sees me struggling on my last one, and he gets right up behind me and he goes, you need a spot? Testicles right here. Like, no, can you get those off my face? I know that's gonna be me in a couple of years. I know it happens. Women worried about the breast dropping, that's what happened to guys. So I figured, if they can tuck tummies, they can tuck breasts, maybe they can tuck my testicles. That's right, I plan on getting the first testicle tuck. Want them nice and tight like 2 golf balls, like when I was 18. It's gotta work, man. It's rough out there getting older, man, I tell you. I think about a lot of stuff, man. It's hard dating. Any single people in here? Oh my God. It's hard being single, man. And I remember I went back on the dating scene. I was married for a little while, but I remember going back on the dating scene, and my taste in women has changed quite a bit. I don't like skinny girls. I mean, not real skinny, like Mariah Carey. It's not sexy to me. She's skinny, I'm skinny. We mess around and start a fire. That's not sexy. Like women with curves. I'm from the South anyway, you know what I mean? From the South, I like a woman with curves and moves and stuff like that. I mean, not real big where they snore when they wide awake. All right, Dion, not that big. Not that big. But thick, nice looking women like that. And I wasn't really always into the thicker women. Guys, you ever go to the club and drinks start coming your way and nobody will tell you where they're coming from, the bartender, the waiter? That's a thick girl getting you drunk. Taking you home. It's happened to me a couple times. I remember I woke up one time and I rolled over. I was like, wow, look at all those people in my bed. And it was just her, you know what I'm saying? When you date, man, women tend to lie too. They don't tell you everything. Guys will tell you everything. The guy's biggest mistake when they go out dating, they start talking about their ex-wife or something like that. Women never bring up anything unless they know you're about to find out. You know what I mean? If you're about to find out, then they'll tell you. I had this one girl I saw a couple times. I mean, this girl had a good job, nice looking, beautiful hair, 5'8". That's pretty good for a guy my age. About to go to her house, she tells me, because I got to tell you something. After 2 months of dating, my kid is special. I'm like, can he fly? You know what I'm saying? Man, that's how I think of special, man. You can do something I can't. Like Spider-Man. I don't know. But she takes me in the house, and no, he was a helmet kind of special. Yeah. And he told him he was about 3 years old, about this high. She's like, this is Mr. Dion, go give him a hug. And he goes full speed. I'm like, no, 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 boom. And he hits me right there. I kind of push him away a little bit. She goes in the back room. He comes running towards me again. This is when I realized that special thing was a trick. He wasn't special. He didn't want nobody dating his mother. While she's in the back room, he runs to give me another hug, but this time his mouth is open. And the helmet's off. And he latches on. And she screams from the back, can I get you anything? Yeah, crowbar and this little creature off my nuts. It's kind of hard getting older. I mean, you know, the long testicles, divorce, 2 kids, a raggedy car. Anybody got a raggedy car? Yeah, it's more than y'all, man. I walk through the same parking lot just in case y'all don't know. It's more than just us. But, man, it's hard. I mean, I got a beat-up car. It smokes all the time. That's all I could afford at the time, man. And I still drive this car today. And a lot of people say, why you got that raggedy car? You make enough money doing comedy and stuff like that. I paid $500 for that car. A lot of times I irritate people or make them mad when I do jokes and whatever. And they go out, bust my window, scratch it up. Still worth $500. No biggie. Smokes. My daughter doesn't even like driving in the car. I remember one time I was taking her to school and they make that little sound, you know, that little sh sound. You don't know where it is. Faster you go, the faster it goes. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called. My daughter's like, Daddy, because she thinks I can fix everything. She goes, Daddy, what's that sound the car's making? I said, what sound? She goes, that sound. I said, you want me to fix it? She goes, yeah, turn the radio up. You're going to hear the rest of the ride, I swear. And that car is so ragged it smokes, man. I noticed a tow truck's been following me. I mean, like everywhere I go, Maryland, it doesn't matter. So I saw the number on the side of the tow truck, and I called it up, man. I was like, yo, why you following me? He's like, you going to break down sooner or later. It's hard. It's very hard picking up women if you got a. Women are superficial, man. They want a man with something, you know what I mean? You got to have a job. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. You want something. Women, we don't care what y'all do. If you can cook and, you know, that's about it. We got to have a job, no kids, single. I'm 44. You think I ain't got no kids? Seriously, I'm black. But anyway. Women are very superficial, man. They want you to have, like, everything and stuff like that. And I know that if they see my car, they're going to be like, oh, he broke. So what I would do, I would go to the club, and I would leave 30 minutes before the club closed after I get her number. That way she never saw my car. I did this to a girl one time. Pull up, and I was like, let me get your number. I'll call you tomorrow, taking a date. She goes, okay. So I take off 30 minutes earlier, show up at her house in my raggedy car, smoking. First thing she says, who's that guy in the tow truck? Oh, that's my friend. You don't want me to get stranded. Anyway, she comes out, man, and just like the superficial woman she was, she came up to me. She goes, smacking her lip, popping her fingers. She's like, I'm not getting in that. I'm like, forget you. I want to open the passenger side door, right? She ran over, all sweet, with a big old smile on her face. She goes, I'm going to go with you because you're so sweet. I was like, well, I'm going to leave you here because you're stupid. I got to get in on this side, too. What the hell's wrong here? Hey, my name's Dion Alexander. Thank you, guys.
Hey, that was Dion the Man Alexander. Show some love. Come on, get loud, get loud, get loud. Hey, guys, we got a special treat. We're going to do something different. We like to mix it up. We don't like to do the same old thing, the same old time, the same old way. We got a special Valentine's Day skit, comedic skit. Give it up for Brandon Moore and Deven Jenkins, Woodbridge, Virginia.
Yo, what's up, what's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm Brandon Moore. Good. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to give you guys some Valentine's Day tips. I'm Brandon Moore. You guys can follow me on Twitter at These Nuts, capital DEEZE _NUTZ. Follow me. I need more followers besides my mother.
You could also follow me on Twitter at Deven Jenkins, DEVEN Jenkins. I'm not that creative, so yeah.
All right, so I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day because it costs too much money. I'm broke. I have one job, and I'm cheap, all right? I'm, like, cheaper than Mr. Krabs cheap. That's how cheap I am. Like, I roofie chicks just to go in their purses to see if they have any cash to put that to the bill. And I'm not down for the whole spending $100 on roses because let's be real, any other time of the year, roses are like $10 a dozen. Valentine's Day, they spike that up to like $50 a dozen. Anybody else notice that besides me? Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
Dude, at least you have a job. Like, my thing is, like, Valentine's Day, like, the only good point to it is, like, it's the only day of the year where I actually have to try and show that I love him.
That's true.
Other than that, I can slack off.
That's true. That is so true.
Dude, do you remember in elementary school when you had to write Valentine's Day cards for everyone in your class?
I hated that. You had to get the class roster, and you always forgot that one kid.
Yeah, the one that nobody liked, me. And they were like...
Man, that was some crap, man.
Yeah. I'm going to level with you, dude. There's only one stool, and I want it.
We can follow this now, just like how we followed that one chick on Valentine's Day last year.
Oh, that was great.
And I won.
I let you win because the thing is I tried to take her out on a date, and I don't understand. Like, the thing is females, they take so long to put on makeup. Like, I finished, like, putting on my makeup, and she took forever. This is like an iCarly episode gone bad.
This is, and people wonder why they question your sexuality.
There's no shame in my game. Even though my game's like the waiting game half the time. Like, hey, girl, you call me when you turn 18, all right?
I'm waiting for that to work out for him. That he did that the other day and like handed like this chick a business card, and she like walked away and. Like,
We'll find
smiled.
out in about like 3 to 4 years. If it works.
Hey man, I don't know if we'd be best friends anymore. If I catch you on Dateline to be a predator, I don't know you.
They won't catch me. My thing is, like, Valentine's Day undermines the whole Black History Month thing. Don't you agree?
It does. It does. I agree with that 110%.
It's like we already got the shortest month of the year, and now people forget about it half the time. Like, oh yeah, let's say that we love them. Not the black people, just the significant other.
Oh, conspiracy. All right. Black on black crime. I thought we was going to stand up for this. It's cool. Black on black crime. Black History Month. All right, I see what's up here. I don't know. I'm trying to get into the, in the groove of doing stuff for Valentine's Day. I have a girlfriend now. And it's just, I don't know. Like, what do girls get guys? Like, she's like, what did I give you for Valentine's Day? I'm just like, all you have to do is just open your legs. That's it. That's all I need. I'm spending $100. That's all I need is, part the rest, all right. I don't care if it's that time of the month, all right.
You know what gets me, though, about, like, Valentine's Day? Like, I'll go out to a club and try to find someone last minute. I'm like, hey, girl, what you sipping on? Like, what do you want to drink? And they expect me to buy drinks for all their friends. Like, I'm only trying to get with you.
Yeah, man. Girls are cheap. They're cheaper than me.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
And you're pretty cheap, my friend.
Man, I'm so cheap. I get homeless people to give me their food. That's how cheap I am.
Yeah.
And it's worked. Feed the children, it's great. One of the places I don't want to go tonight. It's horrible. Oh, man. I don't know. I went to Walmart the other day, and this is a really bad story. I can't go to Walmart anymore. Pretty much, I refuse to go. So, Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'm trying to do something special for my woman, and I decided to, buy that new KY jelly, for hers and, his pleasure thing, and, a pack of condoms. And I get to the checkout, and we all know the stereotype for black people, first of the month, you have money. I get up there, swipe my card, decline. I'm like, okay, maybe my card is demagnetized here. Let's try credit. Decline again. I got all these other black people behind me like, hey, man, I'm trying to use my WIC cards and food stamps. You got to hurry this up. And pretty much it was just embarrassing. I'm just trying to say I'm broke. I need a second job. If anybody wants to take me out to dinner tonight, I would greatly appreciate it. $5 footlongs at Subway all month.
That's the only redeeming thing about February and Valentine's Day. Like, last time, like, I had to perform for Valentine's Day. And me performing, it's like taking a college exam. You remember that? Like
Yeah,
you
man.
like study last minute, and then like you get there, you finish too fast, and you sit there for a half hour thinking about what you did wrong.
You think that's bad? My girl's complaining. She's like, you take too long to finish. Like, I finish, and then, I just lay there and let you do your thing. So then the next go around, I went ahead and finished before she did, and she got all mad at me. I'm like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, woman. I don't know. Probably because I finished in 30 seconds. That was probably why she got mad at me. I don't know. Females, I don't know. Like, my thing is, I learned all my tips from porn. Like, I didn't get the birds and the bees talk. I learned everything from porn. And those guys go for hours, so that's why I try to base my thing on. So don't be getting mad at me for being an hour stallion and you want, like, a minute man. I don't know. Females are tricky. I don't get it.
You got to be like Domino's Pizza, like 30 minutes or less. Like that's a good window, time
30 minutes
period.
or less.
I
I like that, 30 minutes or less.
like that too.
You made it awkward with the eye stare. Like the eye stare, and then like the lights are hitting, and it's like your eyes are. All right, it's like some Twilight crap. All right. This cannot get any more awkward. Well, we got a minute left, so we're gonna wrap this up.
I really don't know what to say. Like I just like took like my girl out on a date, and I broke out with her because her sense of fashion was like totally different from mine because she doesn't know how to shop.
I think that's a good enough for us to leave on. All right. I'm Brandon Moore. Follow me on Twitter at These Nuts.
And I'm Deven Jenkins. You can follow me on Twitter at Deven Jenkins. That's Deven. Like 7, the lucky number, both a D.
All right, guys. Thank you. Hopefully these Valentine tips will help you out. Good night. It won't go in the hole.
I'm like a sniper. Rhymes will
Hey,
strike
give it
you
up
in
one
the
more
mouth.
time for Brandon Moore and Deven Jenkins. Hey guys, we got another special Valentine's treat up for you. We have the author of the book, Become That Guy. And you can check him out at becomethatguy.com. His name is Michael Hurst, and he's going to give us a demo. How to walk in a bar, meet the woman of your dreams in an hour or less, and get her to leave that bar with you. I'm taking notes. I've read his book 10 times. I'm going to read it again tonight. I'm going to just keep reading it. Without further ado, Mr. Michael Hurst and Jennifer Lee.
I wrote this book, Become That Guy, Become Irresistibly Attractive. And the premise behind it is that when you become the guy that has the best attributes of the bad boy, kind of sexy and exciting and adventurous, and you also have the traits of a guy that you'd actually like to be with for maybe a longer period of time, then you can really come up with an ideal combination. And once you become that guy, you don't have to act like anything you're not because you just are attractive. And so, while oftentimes I might end up initially meeting someone, maybe from a bar or maybe at Trader Joe's or something like that, or even off the internet, anywhere you can, at some point you're probably going to have to meet up with someone and talk with them over coffee. And so, just so you guys know, give it up here for Jennifer. This is the first time she's ever been on TV before. Yeah. So she had no idea what to expect today. You have no idea, right? Yeah. All right. Well, that's great because, I'm sure if Romeo told you, you would have been like, oh, my God, you want me to do what, on this show? Yeah. All right. Now, I think it is really interesting, though, because, certainly when you're out at bars, oftentimes you meet lots of guys, and, what do they do oftentimes? It's like, hey, baby, or what's up, right? Something like that?
They're like, what do you want to drink, or you want to dance? Things
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, they just come up and ask you, like it's like the school dance or something like that, right? Yeah?
No, normally if I go to like lounge or club, when music is playing.
Okay. All right, yeah. Now, I guess you could say that maybe this isn't always the most authentic way to kind of meet someone,
Right.
People are coming up, they're hiding that broken down $500 car and around the corner or something like that. They're like, yeah, you see that stretch Hummer with that ad on it, that's my ride there. So yeah, you can't really tell necessarily who someone is.
Yeah.
And so what I think is most important, though, is that instead of meeting someone and saying, wow, look at that car that they drive or something like that, it's a more intangible thing, Like, I don't know if you've ever just met someone, just felt this instantaneous connection with them.
Yes.
This little click, like right there. Yeah, it's like as you're talking to this person, as you're listening to the sound of their voice, you just kind of tune everything else out and then just sort of focus in on them.
Right.
Now, with me, as I think of that, I think that's kind of the ideal type of connection. And people can read books, they can come up with lines, they can do all kinds of things. And nothing can really replace just, generating that feeling with someone. Now, one interesting thing, back when I was 21, it was an interesting summer. I ended up transferring into college here. And I went to this really interesting psychology seminar. It was kind of odd, It was called Essential Skills, sort of like essential communication skills. So they came up with this really, really interesting demonstration they did. And so actually, if I can go ahead and borrow your arm here, everything like that. There we go. Yeah, it's a little easier when I, have my little wireless mic thing, right? So anyway, this thing that we did was sort of like a test of your imagination. And so, for example, well, actually here, there you go. You don't have to hold it up. If you can remember a time when you had really, really peak experience, it can be, any type of good one, but pick something pretty juicy, pretty much that you like.
Like happy.
Yeah. Can you think of something just like a really excellent experience you had?
Excellent experience.
Yeah. Just in your mind. Okay.
In my mind. Okay.
Yeah. No, you can't tell me.
Okay.
That ruins the fun, right?
Okay.
This is your secret little, thing. All right. Now, as you take that picture in your mind, notice what it's like as that picture gets larger and larger, maybe towards like the size of a movie screen. Colors get more vivid, sounds get more vivid, feelings that you felt, maybe if there's anything else, involved, maybe a smell or sounds around you. Notice how as they get stronger and stronger in your mind now, the feelings that you felt can get even stronger. Or notice that, if that picture were to move away a little bit, those feelings could decline a little, getting fuzzier, falling away a little bit. Isn't that kind of interesting, how you can just adjust your feelings with how you think about things in your mind?
In my mind.
Yeah. But of course, what's really fun is if you make those feelings stronger and stronger, that image larger, larger, and larger, just like that. Very good. Yeah. So anyway, I think that was one of the interesting things that we got. And yeah, I'll give you your arm back now. But anytime you want to think of that, if you can just imagine that image in your mind, then you can sort of recall those feelings. So that's another interesting thing I learned from the seminar. Now, if you were to think of that, that's a much better way, I think, to share experiences with someone than buying flowers or, chocolates that you're just going to get sick on or something like that, I've heard all kinds of, sort of dating horror stories here.
Hey, we're going to close this show out with an encore from L24 Prime, and he brought a friend along, Microwave. Give it up. Show some love, guys.
Aha! Okay. Yeah. Let's do it like this though. Alright, what you got? What I got? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. The hero is back. Okay. If you follow my previous lines and the things that I say, then the hero's vertebrae. What is up with all these chumps out here trying to play? You cutting into my money time. It's my work day. I made it to the top by burning up the competition. Everyone around me is like a souffle. Okay, bridges intact. Never know when you need to run the back. Where's my man?
Ain't no charm, peep the arm, bringing pain, providing harm to any stupid human that be thinking that success will swarm.
Yeah.
Over here, these are clear. Honey boo, baby dear, that's what she calling me. So your girl, no fear. I'm a bad guy, blazing like a Testarossa. The scars on my face call me Alejandro Sosa. Better not play me, catch a lyrical chopper. Have a dog turn into a Chinese double whopper.
Hero is back.
The villain is back.
But the hero is back.
The villain is back.
Said the hero is back.
And the villain is back. And we both here, ready to attack.
Said the hero is back.
And the villain is back.
But the hero is back.
I heard the villain is back.
Who cares? Hero is back.
Who cares? The villain is back. And we both here, ready to attack. Attack. Yo, say what?
To attack. Attack.
Yo, say what?
To attack. Attack.
Yo, say what?
None of these other rappers, cause they all getting snuffed. All you haters insane, I'm too nice, I slice. Leave something hanging from your neck,
but it's not a chain.
Show some respect, if we in the same boat, I'm the captain, you the other dude, swabbed in the deck. I stay erected on the game, every verse I go hard, then I go in, mess it up so bad to give these haters jobs. If you think it's sweet, sit yourself down, have a coke and a smile, and enjoy the heat.
Brain wave on the track, spitting mathematics live. Play around the beat, MIA like 305. Add the cash bill, which is 615 minus 10. That's where you'll find me exactly. Won't get to round 3. I subtract you with that square. Wind up in stinking Memphis with a blank stare. No remorse. I'll stomp you out like a black and mild. Then I'll take your carbonated beverage with a lovely smile. Kid, back. The villain is back.
The hero is back.
And the villain is back.
But the hero is back.
And the villain is back. And we're both here, ready to attack.
Said the hero is back.
Said the villain is back.
But the hero is back.
And the villain is back.
Who cares? Hero is back.
Who cares? The villain is back.
Punchlines leaving holes in the chest. If you lived in the residue, causes you to gain inspiration. Then you try to go against me, but I gave you your style. No competition. This is the hero. Now listen to the villain.
Never scared of bone crusher, not a dumb sucker, stupid mother. Just a baby mama cutter. On my thing, she likes to tuck her, sliding smooth in it like butter. Why you telling us you love her? She says there is no other like me. And the king is what shorty want, the crown. Man, love to me is something I retire like Bobby Bowden. Flow rider for the state. A-ho can't duplicate. Another instrumental wreck. Cataclysm is wait.
The hero is back.
The villain is back.
But the hero is back.
And the villain is back.
Said the hero is back.
I said the villain is back. And we're both here, ready to attack.
But the hero is back.
And the villain is back.
Said the hero is
I
back.
said the villain is back.
But the hero is back.
Who cares? The villain is
Audience,
back.
and we're both here, ready to attack. Said the hero is back.
The villain is back.
Everybody, hero is back. So the hero is back. And we both here, ready to attack. To attack.
That's our time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for L24 Prime and Microwave. Hey, thank you guys for coming out tonight. That closes this show. Thank you for all your support. Want to give a shout out to the staff here at FPA for all your help. We couldn't do it without you. Give yourselves one last round of applause, please. That's a wrap. Don't sleep. Dream. I'm Romeo Devine. I'm out of here.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The G finds the sugar dimes, can't quit, what? Now pop the